Jack's success journey.
Once upon a time in a small misty town, there lived a boy named Jack. Life had been unforgiving to Jack. He lost his parents in a tragic car accident when he was only 7. Since then, he was taken in by his Aunt Marjorie and Uncle Tim, though taken in was perhaps too gentle a phrase for what Jack endured under their roof. Marjorie was a sour woman with a heart as cold as the steel buckle she often used on Jack. Her life had been shaped by bitterness and jealousy, and she made sure Jack felt her wrath for reasons he could never understand. Uncle Tim wasn't as harsh but was too cowardly to oppose his wife. As a result, Jack became accustomed to sleepless nights, meals of stale bread, and endless orders to scrub the floors while his cousins studied and played. Despite everything, Jack harbored a fierce longing for knowledge. He'd sneak into the local library every chance he got, devouring books about science, history, and most of all business. He became obsessed with the idea of one day making something of himself, though he had no means to do so. However, Aunt Marjorie had other plans. She refused to let him attend school beyond the age of 14, believing any education would be a waste on a worthless boy. One stormy evening, after yet another beating and a night without dinner, Jack stared out the window, heart pounding. Enough was enough. With nothing but a few books and a hidden envelope containing the money he'd saved from odd jobs, he slipped into the night, vowing never to look back. Jack wandered for days, moving between towns, sleeping in parks, and rationing his savings. Eventually, he found himself in the bustling city of Rivertown. Though he had little more than the clothes on his back, he began working odd jobs, washing dishes in a cafe, unloading trucks at dawn. Every night, exhausted and worn, Jack read his books under a flickering streetlight, absorbing every word. Then one day, he met Mr. Harlan, the owner of a struggling electronics shop. Harlan saw something rare in Jack's determination and offered him a job, noticing Jack's keen business sense and adaptability. Over time, Jack rose to be Harlan's right-hand man, learning the ins and outs of the business. Jack didn't stop there. With his savings and Harlan's mentorship, he launched his first small electronics repair shop. But that was just the beginning. He expanded his business into multiple branches across the city, venturing into electronics retail, online marketplaces, and even tech innovation. Jack's name became synonymous with success in Rivertown, and his company, Jack Tech, was a powerhouse. Years passed, and Jack, now a respected entrepreneur, was invited to speak at a charity event back in his hometown, the very town he had escaped. As he took the stage, he saw Aunt Marjorie and Uncle Tim sitting in the crowd, shock and perhaps guilt etched on their faces. Jack's speech was filled with resilience and gratitude, and though he didn't directly acknowledge his difficult past, every word resonated with the power of survival and self-belief. When the event ended, his aunt approached him with a trembling smile, but Jack simply nodded, understanding that he no longer needed validation from her or anyone else. He had broken free, creating a legacy born from his pain, his resilience, and an unbreakable spirit that would inspire many others to come.